Can you design the block from the 1 block 4 arrays pattern to be a specific size? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pajagi, and embroidery. So if you're following along, this is part of the summer 2025 quilt along, and we're making a reversible patchwork project with the 1 block 4 arrays pattern. So as it sounds like, that pattern gives you one basic block and you can use it in 4 different layouts that are given in the pattern, or you can create your own layout. And so the block in the pattern is about 11 inches. And just a note, when I say 11 inches, that means this is the size when it's cut raw, not the finished size. Normally when we talk about quilt blocks, if we say a 12-inch quilt block, then at this stage it's 12.5 inches because of the seam allowances. But because this technique is different and there's not an exact finished size, I mean the raw size is 11 inches. And in your finished project, it's going to be closer to 10 inches or maybe 10.25. It's not exact because everybody's seam allowances are a little bit different. And so that's what I mean when I'm talking about this size. But you can adapt this block to different sizes. So in the last video, I talked about if you have fabric that's a specific size, how can you use that to make this block? Today, I'm going to be talking about designing this block to be a specific size. So I'm going to step you through one example, but you can use all these same principles to make this to be whatever size that you want it to be, that you want to do the math on. And so I wanted to make a bigger project, and so I wanted to make blocks that were 15 inches square. So going from 11 inches up to 15 inches. So to create a block that was 15 inches square, I decided to look at the block differently. So I know that on this piece, there are 6 strips down. So I was concentrating on this piece first because I knew if I got this, then I could just make the middle fit these 2 sections. And so for 15 inches divided by 6, I thought I didn't really want to do that math to figure out, but I thought I do know a math fact that is much easier if I want a 15-inch block. So I decided to remove one of those and have side panels with only 5 pieces, because I knew then 15 divided by 5 is 3. So I knew if I just eliminated one of those, then I could easily do the 15-inch block. So I knew that for this side piece, I knew I wanted the finished size to be about 3 inches wide. Now that was going to be 3 inches after it was sewn together, and so I needed to add seam allowances. So I decided to cut this piece at 4 inches wide. Then for the length of them, I knew that this section, this section, this section are all about the same width. So if it's 15 inches divided by 3, I would want it to be about 5 inches. So that means this piece, the finished size, would be about 5 inches. So that meant if I was going to add 1 inch to give me some leeway, then I would cut it at 4 inches by 6 inches. So I cut 5 pieces for each side that were 4 inches by 6 inches. And so then for the middle part, again, that's easier to estimate because there's only one seam in the middle. I cut those at 4 inches by 10 inches and then 4 inches by 7 inches. And I thought that would give me pieces that were 3 by 9 and 3 by 6. So here's what my first test block looked like when I sewed all the pieces together. And this one looks pretty good. We can see there's only 5 sections in the side strip instead of 6. And so this was not too bad. But the problem is it was almost 17 inches this way and it was 16 inches that way. So that would be a lot to trim down to get a 15 inch block. So I decided to adjust the sizes a little bit so that I wouldn't have to trim off as much when I was done. So for these sections that I initially cut at 4 by 6, I changed and I cut 3 3/4, which I don't usually cut in 3/4, but I cut 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So we can see that's close to where I started, but it was just a little bit more precise. And then for these strips, which were also too long, I changed those to also be 3 3/4, and I made this one by 9 inches, and this one I also cut it 3 3/4, and I made it by 7 1/2 inches. So you can see this one I made a little bit shorter, and this one I made a little bit longer. And the reason why I did that is because in this sample, you can see this seam was really close to the side seams. And what you really want to avoid is having cross seams that line up with each other. Because if it ends up like this, where they line up perfectly, you're going to get a lot of bulk and it's going to be really difficult to sew. So I specifically made this piece longer and this piece shorter so that I would move the seam up so that I wouldn't be running into that issue with seams that were lining up. I know I could just sew it so that it's offset, but with changing those lengths of those pieces, that meant I didn't really have to think about it as much. So then, taking my new numbers, I made another sample, and this was my next sample. And we can see this seam is still a little bit close, so I knew I would have to think about that, but all in all, this was a good size, and it was pretty close to 15 inches square. It is 16 inches wide and 15 1/2 inches tall. So that meant I just had a little bit to trim off of this block to make it 15 inches. So if you have a specific size in mind that you want to make the block, then you can do that. You'll have to do a little bit of math and do some experimenting to see how it works out. But feel free to change the number of pieces to make the math a bit easier, if that helps. And just be flexible with what you're doing. Do a sample and then see if you need to adjust anything before making more blocks for your project. If you have any questions or if you have any comments about something that you've done and how you've tried this, then you drop it in the comments, and I would love to hear what you've done, or if you think that's way too much math, that's way too complicated, I'm not ever doing that, then there's no obligation to do this. You can always just stick with your 11-inch block and everything will be fine. So once your blocks are done in whatever size you're going to make, then I'm sure you're ready to get finishing your project. That's what we're going to talk about in the next videos.